Lonzo Ball potentially nearing return to the Chicago Bulls. Following a disappointing start to the season, the Chicago Bulls may have their starting guard, Lonzo Ball, back sooner than expected. The Bulls are 9-11 and 11th in the Eastern Conference, one spot out of the playoffs. The Bulls have a substantially worse record than they did last season, and it all goes to one thing: the Bulls really miss Lonzo Ball. Last season, Ball averaged 13 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 5.1 assists, but was sidelined by a meniscus ailment that lasted longer than expected. A setback delayed Lonzo's rehab process after he showed signs of improvement and was expected to return in the preseason. As a result, he had to have another arthroscopic surgery on his left knee, which delayed his return somewhat. Last season, the Bulls got out to a rocket start with Lonzo Ball at the helm. His presence helped the Bulls defensively and allowed DeRozan and LaVine an opportunity to play without the ball. Although Ayo Dosunmu is doing what he can to fill Lonzo's void, it is evident that the Bulls are in desperate need of a playmaker. Dosunmu is averaging just under 3 assists a game, and DeRozan is leading the Bulls with 4.6 assists, which is where the Bulls' problems lie. Last season, while Lonzo was healthy, DeRozan and LaVine were able to focus on solely scoring. Lonzo Ball is the key for the Chicago Bulls to find success this season. Having a guard that can take the burden off your key players is pivotal for a team's success. Without Lonzo, DeRozan and LaVine now have to not only focus on scoring but on creating for their teammates as well, which in turn places more of a toll on each player. Fortunately for the Bulls, the wait for Lonzo's return is almost done. According to Bulls.com writer Sam Smith, here's what he had to say on Lonzo's potential return. Christmas miracle? I'd hold off on that. I'll say to start I have no idea, and based on previous experience I'd have to say no one who says they have an idea has an idea. Because last January's surgery came with a 2-month return to playing. So they don't know. The general word around the Bulls is he might be able to play in January, maybe by the All-Star break. With the All-Star break being just 2 months away, it finally gives the Bulls a timetable on when they could have their starting point guard back. Just in time to turn the season around. Regardless, Lonzo's return will be vital to the Bulls' success. Coach Brian Gregory was frustrated with the team's defensive performance, especially in the way they defended the perimeter in the second half. The bottom line is that we're struggling defending the three-point line, Gregory said. South Florida ranks 9th in the AAC in opponents' three-point percentage and allows an average of 8.7 three-pointers a game, as opposed to a mere 5.6 made shots. The Bulls' perimeter struggles continued, allowing UMass to shoot 43% from the line, including nearly 55% in the second half. Gregory criticized his defense for allowing Massachusetts access to easy shots. Today it was more of not having the urgency to close out, Gregory said. While the defensive performance set the Bulls back, Gregory remarked with high praise for his offense in the second half when they outscored UMass 42-33. You can't ask for much more than that, Gregory said. To start for the Bulls as they were outplayed in the first half and found themselves down 7 at the break and looked depleted. But a switch was flipped in the third quarter. They outscored Utah by 13 in the third quarter and made clutch buckets down the stretch to hold on for the win. Like against the Celtics, Kobe White was the spark plug in this game, and it was fitting he hit the dagger 3 with a minute left, which put the game on ice.